Hi guys, before we get started, please like and subscribe my channel. Please read this content carefully and please make sure you read it because I'm not a financial advisor at this point and I would rather prefer that you ask someone with more knowledge before you make any decisions based on this video. So, this is the big question that I have been asking myself and I have been asking to lots of my friends. How to pay for college tuition fees using credit cards. And I have been asking this question a lot to my friends who used to pay their college tuition fees using their credit cards. And whenever I used to ask them, they used to look at me funny or roll their eyes and see who is this guy? Why is he asking us so many questions? What's his problem? And I always used to wonder after when they are done doing that, that why why is it that they are paying using their credit cards, and why every time after they pay they keep falling for the trap, they have 20% interest rate right off the bat, or sometimes even worse, they just miss their payments and the interest rate just goes way high, and nobody's aware at, I would say, at this point. So I came to a conclusion that if I make a small system which will help them remember what they should do before they pay for their tuition with their credit card, is that ask yourself one question: what is credit and what is your credit card? Basically, it's not as simple as it looks. Credit means just credit score, and credit card means your plastic card which you swipe on day-to-day basis. It has lots of more things that goes on for credit and credit card, as we'll see further in this video. So, what are the things that you need to know about your credit and credit cards? So let's get started here first with credit. What are the things that you need to know? So for credit, the most important thing that you need to know is your credit score, as usual. Usually the range is between 650 to 800, and sometimes it varies plus or minus based on how your standing is. And second one is a little bit more important, debit to credit ratio, which is basically something I would say, for example, you owe $1,000 to bank, and the bank and your credit limit is on your credit card is $5,000. So your debit to credit ratio for that one credit card is 1:5, 1/5, or it can be said as 20% debit to credit ratio. It is an important number. If you go online and get your credit report, you'll know how important each of these steps are, and it will give you more information online. There are lots of websites at this point which will give you lots of more information on these things at this point. So go online, check your credit scores, and take your credit reports. See if there is nothing funny going on. The second one is your current monthly payments. So this third point is really important actually, because you need to know what your current monthly payments are. For example, you have if you have any student loans, car loans which you're paying, if you have any other credit card debits or any other mortgage payments or anything like that sort of thing, if you are having, you need to know what your monthly payments are and jot them down. It's $2,000 you owe monthly, which you have to make the payments. These are to make payments 100%. You cannot miss them, otherwise you'll lose your car or something like that sort of thing. So these are the important monthly payments which you should always remember. Jot them down, have them noted. Then is your monthly payments to your monthly income ratio. So as a student, you usually won't have a monthly income unless you do a job on side, which most of us do. And just jot that down, you make $2,000 and your monthly payments towards your car is $300 or $400. So just make sure you have those numbers ready. It's just a good thing to have, because if you know that your credit card company is charging you $300 per month as a minimum payment, then you need to be ready with that $300 or whatever the amount it is. So please make sure you have your monthly payments and monthly income ratios also ready. These are the important things that you should learn about your credit, and also important thing to make sure that your credit doesn't go bad in future. Now let's go to credit cards. Credit cards are not as tricky, I would say, but like they are a little bit much more complicated. The basic thing is like credit card interest rates. You need to know that your credit card interest rates, all of your credit cards interest rates, because they don't have the same interest rate for all credit cards. You might see a pamphlet coming whenever you apply a credit card. Like some says 23%, some says 20%, some says 15%. Depending on what kind of credit card you get different credit card interest rates. You need to know that number, because when you make a payment, if you make a payment using a highest interest rate credit card, and you just come to know that okay, next month there will be a 20% increase, it will be a big bummer for you when you have to make that payment instead of 15%. I know the numbers are still high, but the 5% will make a huge difference on a $2,000 payment or $1,000 payment. You also need to know the minimum balance due, what your bank usually requires. Whenever you apply for a credit card or before you are using your credit card for making a payment, ask the person in the bank, or like ask the credit card company, like what is the minimum balance due on average. Like if you take $5,000, how much it would be, $10,000, how much it would be. You need to know that number so that you can have it memorized and you can jot it down for your credits, as we have seen before, so that you can know the numbers. This one is really important. You need to know if there are any promotions going on, like 0% APR for 18 months. Some credit cards even go up to 24 and 21 months. So you need to know these promotions, because for 18 months, if you take $2,000, you can pay them back within 18 months at 0%, or 21 months, or 24 months, whatever the promotions you get. But you need to know these kinds of promotions, because these are really important other than the regular rewards and other things, because this will save you a lot of money than your rewards on your credit tuition payments. Last but not the least important one, which is you need to know when you can pay the loan back. You need to jot this date down. Like you need to make sure that like either it's 12 months, 6 months, 18 months, whatever the time period it is, you need to make sure that you have this date done, jotted down, because after your promotion period, if you miss that date, the interest rate goes way high. It goes to like 20, 23, depending on your credit card company. It, it sometimes may even go like up 25% or higher. So be sure to jot that date down, because it will hurt you a lot more by not jotting down or like missing that deadline. These are few common traps which credit card companies give to everyone. It's not like a trap, but it's like something they lure you in, and if you just like misuse it, by misusing it, I would say like for example the rewards programs which they have, like for example you buy things worth $100 and you'll get $500 back, or $500 buy things worth of $500, sorry, and get $100 back in cash back bonuses, that kind of things. These things will hurt you back, because like you made a payment of $3,000 towards your student loans, now you get $100 back, and you just came to know that like your credit card has no actual advantages on this thing, like nothing basically. You have to make your payment of $3,000 by the end of the month, and now you're wondering like, was that $100 worth it or not? You need to know that thing, which is like the interest rate right now, because some credit card companies give you 0% during their promotion period, and then it's way up, way high up. And some credit card companies say that like you'll have a great time with us, but when you have to pay that interest amount, it's never a great time. So please make sure like you don't fall for these common traps. Thank you for watching my video, and for more information on loans, see the link below, and please subscribe like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.